Okay, now one more thing. Now let's say here I will be opening a link here. You can click here or then open this link. Either way, it's fine. Now you see this is data present on the internet. I'm taking some simple data from the internet. It's from Wikipedia. You see there's a list of countries and territories by total population. Now let's say for instance I want this data in Excel. Okay, what do I do? What do majority, like let's say 95% of the people do, or 99% of the people do? They go like this, scroll all the way down. Oh, soup. That is too much. Okay, so this is what many people do, right? You cannot deny that fact. I see you because I've done the same. And once you select everything, you're gonna right click, or if you are the nerd geek, you hit Control C, come back to Excel, and then paste it. Oops, it's loading. No worries. This is what the majority of the people do. Agree? Yes or no? Thumbs up? Of course. Of course. This is what majority of us do. But now I have a quick question here. What I want is not just this data. Okay, I'm not interested in this data at all. This data, yes, I do want it, but at the same time, I want something else. Got the entire data. I'll just use the text. Okay, so now I got the data. The data is pretty good. Now what they do is they just we just align it. And once you're done, what you're gonna do is pretty much delete this data, delete this row, and then you delete the columns which are not necessary, etc., etc., and then you edit it. This is what we usually do. I agree. ये है आम जिंदगी. If you know the joke. Now let's look at mentors की जिंदगी. Now the question here is, this data is pretty good, but what I actually want is if Wikipedia changes this data. Now let's say the world population, according to Wikipedia, based on the last census, is around 8.2 billion. Okay, now if Wikipedia changes this data, I want that change directly done in Excel. Here's the question. Now it's 8.232 billion. Now if that becomes 9 billion at one point of time, I don't want to copy paste it every time. I just want the data to be done automatically. Is that possible? Yes or no? Okay, yes, thumbs up, no, thumbs down. I hope you understood the question. Is it possible for me to connect data from the internet directly into Excel? That's the question. Otherwise, if you thumbs up, anybody who says no, Sudhanshu, it's not possible. Okay, all right. As many of you say yes, I am hoping you might be probably aware of this, but still I am going to teach you an efficient way of doing this, right? So what we're going to do is you can come to data here, and then just inside data, you will see another option called from web. If this is not visible to you, you can click on get data always, and then you see there are a lot of options here. You can come to online other sources, and then you can click on from web. Now this feature allows you to pull data from practically anywhere on the internet, provided the link is publicly listed. Privately listed, I don't think it will work, but if it is publicly listed, just like Wikipedia or something, it definitely will work. Okay, that is how simple it is to connect data from the internet. Just a second, it's loading. Let's wait for it. Now, in the meantime, you guys can tell me if you are actually aware of this feature or if you have used this feature earlier. Has anybody used this feature earlier? No. Rathod has used it. Okay, how about others? Okay, I see a good mix of people who say yes and no. No worries. For people who say no, I'm going to show you real quick. You can just copy paste this, Control C, the link, come back, paste it in the URL, hit OK. And the moment you hit OK, within few seconds, you see it will ask you for the access. You're going to hit connect. And once you hit connect, probably in like you can start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, don't embarrass me, Excel. Come on. Okay, it's loading. My network might be a bit low, but it's still showing me connecting. The moment it's connected, you will see a pop-up. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much, Excel. You saved me. So the moment you see, you will see a pop-up like this. And this, whatever data you currently have on the internet, will be loaded to you neatly in the form of a table. It's still loading. So you gotta be patient with me. And this. Okay, I think this network. Okay. Thank God. Thank you so much. So now you see the data is here in the form of a neatly formatted table. The data, whatever which I showed you, whichever we copy pasted right now, is in front of you in the form of a neatly formatted table. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly hit transform. I have so many other columns which I don't want them to be present. So I'm going to quickly delete them and then I'm going to load them into Excel. So this process might be a bit new for many of the people. That is fine. We actually use this a lot in Power BI. No worries. You can just follow along. Your entire agenda of this master class is to learn new things, right? So now you see my data is here. I don't want these two columns at all. Like I don't need this at all. I just need the location and the population. So I'm just gonna delete others. Oh, okay. I will be removing the other columns. I don't need the first row also. First row is world and population. So I'm gonna just remove the top row. That's fine if you don't know about this. No harm at all. It's just for your understanding here what we're trying to do. So now you see within few seconds, provided you have the knowledge, my data is now neatly formatted accordingly. Now the moment I hit close and load, let's see what happens. It might load again, so bear with it and me. The moment it is connected, okay, don't embarrass me now. It's still loading, no worries. So the moment it's loaded, you will see whatever changes, whatever data we had is now neatly formatted in the form of a table, two column table. I mean, you will see it once it loads. And the best part about this is there is a connection which is built directly from Wikipedia to this table. Okay, so you can see there's a connection here. Okay, there's no connection. There's a query here. Okay, now this query is directly connected. So you see, it's last refreshed at 7:04 p.m. like just now, and the data source is loading. Now this is directly connected to the internet. Now the best part about this is if at one point of time Wikipedia changes this data, all you have to do is just hit refresh here, Alt F5 on top, and your data will be refreshed here automatically. Or even better, if you close this file and open it later, it will automatically get refreshed. This saves you a lot of time. Yes, guys? If you learned something cool, I want to see a thumbs up. Come on. It's pretty good. Nice. I'm happy that this is actually helping you guys a lot. And see, guys, the entire agenda of me teaching you, me teaching my students or anybody something is that you have to implement this in your real life. I think you should have understood by now that I don't just talk. It's about me doing and you doing. That's the reason I sent you the Notion link to for you to do it on your own, right? So the entire agenda of me teaching you new stuff is so that you implement it as soon as possible in your real life and become the cool Excel guru or Excel, I don't know, what do we call it? I used to get Mr. Excel. I used to get called Mr. Excel. Okay, so titles like that in your office or in your college. Trust me, this is going to be some pretty cool, amazing, and powerful stuff. Right. So this is how you can pull data from internet. That's how cool it is. Okay. Now, this is something which majority of you guys need to know, and many people need it actually. So now you see I have data here, pretty much around 91 rows of data is present here. You see it's, let me zoom in a bit if it's not visible. So you see there's project ID, project name, department, start date, end date, so many boring columns here. Even you won't read it, even I myself am not reading it. But the point is not about the data. The point is your manager asks you questions like these. He says how many projects are there in total, or what's the total budget in USD. Now for this, for you to implement it, for you to find the answers, I'll tell you what majority of us do. You're gonna, if you are one of my previous students, I did tell you that the first thing you're gonna do is create a table of the data, Control T, and then you just start doing it. That's how we actually do it. And then you write a formula, you use a function, let's say what's the total budget, you use a function called sum, and then you add it. That's how we do it. Let me show you a quick example here. This is how we usually do it. Okay, you use a simple sum function. If you don't know, that's absolutely fine. I'm just giving you an example here. Now, if you want to find out answers, this is how we usually do it. That's what I want you to know. But the smarter way of doing it, now that you are in this webinar, the most smartest, efficient way to do it is analyzing this data in less than 30 seconds. Okay, that's the reason I've written here in the Notion 2. We can analyze data in less than 30 seconds. I can promise you that I can pull out insights from this data in less than 30 seconds. Do you think it's possible? Yes or no? Yes, thumbs up, no thumbs up. Can I pull the insights from this data in less than 30 seconds? No, don't tell me because I am going to show it anyways. Tell me if you actually know it or not. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now that's good. Now I see the right answers. Okay, now let me actually show you how we can do it. Now I am gonna come to data here in data pane, and to the right side here, there is an option called analyze data. The moment I click on it, you can count your seconds, one, not even one, two, boom. You have all the pivot tables and pivot charts related to your data. And there are 35 more results also. See, all the charts, whatever is related, it gives you a lot of insights regarding your data. So you can see for department HR, status delayed has noticeably higher budget. So for the projects which are delayed, we have a higher budget for HR. And you see for the department finance, on track and completed have number of noticeably higher total dates. So you see, you can pull out insights practically so quick, hardly in few seconds, if you can see. Now you can just add or delete accordingly. So you see for the project manager Sneha Mehta has a higher budget in this project, P35, P45. Okay, now this is what AI has done it automatically. But can I get answers to these questions? Is it possible? Yes or no? Can I actually find answers to these questions? Yes. I'm going to show you anyways. Don't answer that. I mean, don't answer thinking that I'm going to show you. Answer whether you know it or not. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for sum of total budget. Boom. How much time did it take me? Not, it's just how fast I'm going to type. The moment I hit enter, you see my answer there. It's 31.3 million or 30 million. And the moment I hit insert, my answer is here. It has beautifully created a pivot table for me. How cool is this? Now, not just this, you can answer all these questions. I have given all these questions in the Notion. Here. So you see all these questions are there, and I have used some simple English here. Okay, now this analyzed data can be trained according to you. Okay, there are options wherein you can train it according to the terminology what you use inside your data. For that, you need to ensure that the column headers, whatever you are using, are right. Okay, now let's look at the second example. If I type how many projects in total, you might not. Okay, you got the answer. That's pretty good. So there are 90 projects in total. That was quick. Now let's see if I type average duration of all projects. I don't know if it will work or not. See, it's not working. Why is that? Duration is a term which we use in English. We understand that duration means the average of total days. This column. But analyze data, this Excel does not understand it. So you need to be a bit more specific. Average total days of all projects. Okay, so now you see an average. I need to add total average days of all projects. So you need to mess around with the whatever you type. Okay, now if you type average budget in USD, yes, here is your answer again. So sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not work. I'm showing you both the cases because I want this to be as realistic as possible. Okay, so it works majority of the time. Sometimes it might not work. That's how every AI is, right? But this makes you work a hell lot easier. Now, if you look at this, how many projects in the IT department have a budget in USD greater than 50 and are on track? Let's try it out. Okay, to count projects in IT department with budget greater than 50,000 and status on track. Let's see if it works or not. Here you go. Boom. 3 projects. See, this is how it works. So for even complex of the complex questions, whatever we have, all you have to do is type it in ways which Excel understands and you get your answers like this. How cool is this? Yes, guys, are you liking this session today? Wanna see a thumbs up? If yes, well, that's pretty good. And I'm hoping you are also making note of whatever you're learning. I mean, it's not for you to show it to me. It's for your reference in the future. Okay. Right. That's pretty cool. Now this is about how powerful Excel is. Now what I showed you guys is just the tip of the iceberg. Just a second. Now, whatever I showed you, read this very carefully. Whatever we covered till now is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, these are just 3, like I would say, not basic but intermediate features which majority of you guys not know. Very, very easy, but very, very powerful. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many more things which we can do. Okay. Now imagine the possibilities if you unlock the full potential of Excel. Now imagine you have been working diligently on Excel, you have been using it for years, you have been keeping yourself updated with Excel and its new functions. Imagine the possibilities, imagine the things which you can do. It is beyond comprehension. That's how cool this is. Okay, now that's about MS Excel. I hope you did understand why MS Excel is actually powerful. I'm going through the basics.